Hi everyone, and welcome to my first Project Life video. So this is for March, and I've printed out my photos and I've done a little bit of journaling there for what I want to write down, and I'm just going through the accessory kit here that I've got, the Memories in the Making Project Life accessory pack. And I wanted to do this video. I don't normally do my Project Life in a video. I just wanted to show what you're going to get in the Project Life kit at my upcoming all-day crop here in Brisbane on the north side. And you're going to be getting some of the cards. You'll get half the card collection, the Memories in the Making Project Life card collection. So that's in the Occasions catalogue at the moment. And you're going to get the accessory pack with it. And then you're also going to get a few bits and pieces from the Occasions catalogue as well. So you get some extra die cuts and some accessories as well. So I just wanted to use that today just to show you what you're going to get. This is the first time I've got the Project Life kit as part of my crop days. I normally have a scrapbook option and a card option, and this is something new. So I've just printed out my photos here. March was a really big month. I had a lot of photos last month, and I normally don't have this many photos, but yeah, it was quite a full month. So basically I'm just going through the cards. So this is just half the packet of what you get in the card collection. And I'm just going through the 6x4s, just looking to look, seeing what might work well for my photos. I normally don't film my Project Life only because I do bits and pieces here and there for the month. I should explain, I only do a double page spread per month. I don't do per week. And I just kind of do bits and pieces here and there, and kind of not in the middle of my desk. I kind of do it on the kitchen bench and wherever I have some room, because normally my scrap table is just full of the current projects that I'm working on. So I made a conscious effort to actually have some time and to clean my desk off and be able to film this for you. So I'm actually happy with how it turned out, and I might film some more of these. If I get any interest in these, I might film some more. So yeah, so I'm just still going through my cards. So I went through the 4x4s. So the Stampin' Up packs, you get 6x4s, 4x4s and 4x3s. And even though I don't use any page protectors that have 4x4 in them, I still like having those cards because they're versatile. You can trim them down to a 4x3, or you can use them in the 4x6 pockets as well. So yeah, I kind of like them. And yeah, so I went through the 4x4s and going through the 4x3s to see what I wanted to use. So I'm just going through now, and then I have my journaling. So I print out my photos and I have my journaling, and that just prompts me on which photos I really want to have a lot of journaling on, and other photos that I don't really need much journaling at all. So that kind of helps me when I'm working out which pocket I want to put the photos into with where I could put the journaling. So if it's a large photo and there's not many blank spaces in the photo to put some journaling on top of, then maybe I need a whole other pocket next to it to be able to do all my journaling. So it's just those kind of things, how I work it out. All the journaling I do beforehand may not end up on my pages, but generally it sort of does. Maybe I'll cut a little bit out or add a little bit extra, but it just sort of just gives me that kick of what I want to write. So it's not much, it's just really quick. Yeah, just whatever comes to my mind. So sometimes I change it when I write it and think, what was I thinking when I wrote that really quickly? So that doesn't end up in the album to be remembered forever. So here I am. I just started with one photo. And there was a nice spot up in the top of that photo there for some journaling. So I grabbed one of the 6x4 cards that I had there, and it had a bit of a grid pattern on it, so I just cut a bit of that off. So I'm definitely not one for not using the cards as they're supposed to be. I will cut them up and change them around and, yeah, just use them for whatever I need. Okay, so I've done my journaling and I added a couple of the wood veneers from the accessory pack onto there. So generally what I do is I will get the photos and put the journaling on for what I want on there. And then I may add some embellishments on there if I think straight away I know I want some on there. Excuse me, my voice is going today. But generally what will happen is I will finish everything, and then when everything's finished I'll come back and add on the last bits of the embellishments. It's just the way that I like to do it. So working on one of the other ones now, and this had quite a lot of journaling. I'll tend to try and do the photos that have a lot of journaling first, because I may need to move some stuff around to get all the journaling in, so I kind of gravitate towards those ones first. And so once again I used part of a 6x4 and just wrote on it and cut it off where the journaling ended. I try to do my journaling so that I can write it and then cut it to size, instead of cutting it to size and then writing it and then realizing there's not enough room or there's way too much room, if that makes sense. Sometimes it doesn't work out that way, but I try to do it like that, and then I won't have any of those situations where I go, ah, crap, why did I do that? Just how I work it. So this is the next one where I wanted a bit of journaling, so I decided to cut a bit of my photo there, and I'm just using a 3x4 card there, working out how much space I could crop more that photo sort of thing, and just sort of, this is an example of how I write and then trim it. So I've got the whole card there, and I've sort of worked out that it needed to go over to this little tiny flags at the top of that card. I went, right, I need to go to that pink one and not much further. So I just had that in mind as I was writing it, and then if I happened to go a little bit further than that pink flag because one word just needed 1 or 2 letters or something, I didn't mind it so much because then I could just trim it without cutting any of those words off. So that's kind of how I try to do things. So yeah, so I wrote all that and then I can trim it, and then I go back to my photo and I just use a 6x4 card that I'm not using as a guide to the size. So I could then actually use a 6x4 card and adhere everything down to that, but that's just then a waste of using that back card. So I just use it as a guide to put the size on right, and then just adhere the journaling straight back over to the photo, but it's going to be the right 6x4 at the end. So I'm not sure if I explain everything well in my videos, because there's a lot going on in my head and I don't know if that translates to what I actually say. So hopefully you guys can understand me. So this one, I thought this would be really nice. This is a picture of my sister-in-law. I thought it'd be really nice to trim that down a little bit and have that pink polka dot card come from behind. So I just trimmed it down a little bit, and this is where those accessory packs come in handy, because there's always little sticker pieces, and generally some sticker pieces where you can add journaling. So this was a nice little banner there, because I just wanted to write a little bit of something. So I was just able to put that on, and then I wanted some washi tape underneath it, and the sticker didn't come up. These stickers are really sticky from Stampin' Up, so that's good in one way, that they're not going to fall off, but bad if you put them down and want to actually move them. Yeah, so sometimes I cut my photos down to have a little bit showing underneath, and other times I just leave the photo so it's the whole size of the pocket. But so something like this one, where there's a little bit of white space at the top and to the side of this photo, just chop that down a little bit just to get those kids sort of in the middle of the frame. And I didn't cut it down enough that there would be space to write journaling on the card, so I'm just going to grab a little bit of extra. And I felt like it needed a little bit of something, so I did a frame just around the outside of that card, and it really sort of framed those the photo into the centre of that card. And so I had a little bit of journaling to do, and on my desk was the right hand part of the 4x3 card that I used to journal just before that I had cut off, and it would have been the perfect size for my journaling, so I just thought I'll just turn it to the side and write on that. So it had grid lines on it, so it didn't matter that I turned it to the side, and I just think it worked well, and I used up that little bit, and I wanted a little bit of something underneath it, so I just grabbed another sticker from the sticker sheet. And another reason I love the accessory pack is because it just comes with all sorts of, you can kind of see the sticker, one of the sticker sheets there on the side, it had arrows and circles and balloons, and there's like little hearts and little flowers and just little bits and pieces to put on there. So it's good just to layer up underneath somewhere where you get the journaling. So this accessory pack, the Memories in the Making accessory pack, so you get letter stickers. There was white letters and black letters, and there was 3 sticker sheets. One of them's gold, and the other 2 were colours that are in the pack. And you get some transparency 4x3s, a couple of wooden veneer 4x3s, a washi tape, some enamel triangle dots, some wood veneers, and some little die cuts, and they're on watercolour paper. So I didn't use any of them this month, but yeah, so you could use the aqua pens and your inks and stuff to really have fun with those watercolour die cuts. So I'm looking forward to using them. So I didn't use everything in the pack. There's still plenty left over to do another month. Oh, I really love this little circle, well, a couple of circle kind of doodling circles sticker. I don't know what to call it, but it was really, really cute, and I had it so that it went off the edge of the page there and put a little bit up at the top, and it was just really, really sweet and just a bit whimsical, and I really love that. And there was one in gold as well. I haven't used that, so really cute little sticker. Yeah, so I think this actually turned out to be my favourite pocket this month. That's me and my son at his school fete, and it was just a really sweet photo, and I kind of loved how that little pocket turned out. Yeah, so if you're interested in coming along to my crop days, the 30th of April, it's on the north side of Brisbane. Come along for the day, and you get a kit. You get to choose which type of kit you want, scrapbook, card making, or project life, and just come along and have a crazy day with some other crazy people. But I do crops a couple of times a year, so yeah, if you're on the north side of Brisbane, then come along and join us. If you're in Australia, I can also send out the kits to you as well, so you can get my details at scrapronnie.com and find out about it that way. Okay, so I'm still working on photo by photo. So this kit, there was one card in it that's actually Easter. It says an excellent day, which I thought was funny. So yes, I used this in March, which was when Easter was this year. So I decided to use that card, and I wasn't going to use the side that had the writing on it. I was going to use just the side that had the egg shape on it. But then when I just got to it, I thought, no, I like the excellent day part. So I actually had 2 photos for that one day. So I had the morning when the Easter Bunny came, and then in the afternoon we had an egg hunt with his cousin. So I did journaling for one at the top and journaling for the other one at the bottom, and then just some arrows from the sticky sheets to just point which way that journaling matches. Yeah, so I'm just now working through. So I've done basically all the photos that had a lot of journaling on it. So now I'm just kind of working through the parts that didn't have a lot of journaling. So this one here, I've used a little offcut that came off the very first one I did. That's up in the top left-hand corner there. because I only wanted a couple of words. And yeah, so I think I didn't use anything else for this double page other than the cards from the collection and the accessory pack. That's all I used, plus my adhesive, my trimmer, and my corner rounder. That's all I used. So you can tell that when they have these coordinating packs together, it makes life so much easier. Not that I mind using all my other stuff, because I love using up all my scraps of pattern paper and cardstock and using my stamps and everything. But if you're pressed for time and you don't like to have all of that, then all you need is a card collection and accessory pack, and you're fine. And a journaling pen. This one I used this cute little speech bubble. It worked out really well for that little photo. These stickers are great because you get all these little spots for journaling. So I tend to do a bit of journaling in my project life, and I think that's because with my scrapbooking I don't do a lot of journaling, and that comes down to the fact I don't like my handwriting, and I always haven't. And in my scrapbooking I tend to do my journaling on the computer and printing it out, and that's fine because I don't scrapbook in a chronological order, so there's no time frames to get things done by. It's just kind of when I get around to it, and I'm fine with that. But for project life, you kind of just want to get it done, because if you do it a year later, you're kind of going to forget some of the details. And I did start falling behind on my project life. Even though I only do a double page a month, I was starting to fall behind and not really enjoy it. I think because I tried to get everything perfect, and I think I had to get to the mind frame where it doesn't have to be perfect. It just kind of needs to get done. That's kind of the issue. So if my handwriting's not neat, it doesn't matter. And if I miss an event, it doesn't matter. Just as long as the majority of stuff is in there. I mean, it really, really doesn't matter. I just like to get things done. So it took me a long time to get my head around that, and things don't have to be perfect. So now it comes a lot more quicker and more natural, and it just sort of flows a bit. So if you're struggling with project life, try and get your head around what's stopping you and what you really want, and basically get over yourself. Which I'm not saying in any bad way, it's just that what I had to do. I had to get over myself and think it doesn't have to be perfect, and it doesn't have to be everything. So yeah, if you can do that, then hopefully you can get back into it like I have and really love it. So I'm doing my title page here, my title pocket here. I try to have at least just one pocket that has the month, just so you know what's going on, because I don't date all of my photos. This was another thing that, like, I was trying to date everything, and it doesn't have to. These are all March, and in 10 years time no one's going to care if it was the 1st of March or the 20th of March that it actually happened. It's just in March, and they'll go back, okay, that was in March 2016, and that's enough. I don't have to worry about actual dates. So I had this 6x4. Well, I had a different 6x4 that I thought I was going to do for my title page, but then I wanted to use these letters, and they're small letters, so I picked a different 6x4, and I put all the March letters down, and then realised I wanted something else. So I went and found the sticker, pulled up all the letters, put them on the sticker, and changed it. So it's just those little things just change as you're going through it. So, oh, this one here, this photo. If you have been watching this video and thinking that looks really strange, or those two girls look very unattractive, that's because I won't take offense to it, given one of them's me, but that's because my friend used that face swap app thing. We were out for dinner and we're having fun with it, and it's absolutely hilarious. So it actually swaps your face around within your body. So Yeah, so I think it's, yeah, my face looks better on Tess's body. So sorry, Tess, if that offends you. But you have a better body than I do, but maybe I have a better face. So hopefully you'll never watch this, Tess. But anyway, we had a fun time with that up. It's hilarious. So yeah, so that's why that photo is not very attractive. But anyway, so on this one, I used one of the 2x2 cards. Oh, you get the 2x2 cards in the accessory pack as well. I forgot to mention that. You get a whole bunch of 2x2 cards, and they're really cute because they're really great for little journaling spots or, yeah, things as well. So I used one of those to journal about the dinner that we had, and then I also wrote at the bottom of that 6x4 about the photo, how we used the face swap app. So there's actually 2 pieces of journaling to that one photo, so that really worked out well. They're kind of separate, but all on that one pocket page. So yeah, I kind of like how that worked out. Okay, so I think this is the last one. So probably been hearing, yeah, about 21 minutes you've been hearing me babble on about this Project Life page. So the whole thing probably took me about an hour and a half to do from when I sat down at the start of this video. And it probably took me about an hour before this to go on my computer and get the photos and print them and just to write my journaling. So really, once a month for 2 or 3 hours, you can get an album that you really love. So, I mean, I spend way more than that because Project Life is just one tiny bit. I spend hours scrapbooking and card making. But if this is all you really want to do, or that's all the time that you have, then this is a great way to scrapbook. So, okay, so this, no, I lost my train of thought. Okay, this looks like the last one that I was working on. So now I have everything laid out where I want it with all the journaling and with the start of some embellishment points. So now I'm just going to look through it and just see where else I need to put a little bit of embellishment. So of course I've got my washi, so I don't put washi on every single one, but I have got washi on quite a lot. It just it's really nice to put behind embellishment points and to put behind little journaling spots. It just sort of gives it another layer. So I'm just going through and just adding all the little bits. So in the pack you get lots of little bits. So little stickers, little wood veneers, little enamel dots. So it's really good to fill up little spaces. So if there's kind of like a bit of a dead space in the photo, or if the journaling looks a bit like, oh, there's just a photo and a piece of journaling on the top, I can just add in just that little bit of washi, the little bit of embellishment, just to finish things off. So like that one there where the kids are jumping into the pool, I wrote the journaling all down the side and along the bottom, and I hadn't quite got all the way down to the bottom. So I had added a piece of the washi all the way along the bottom, but in that bottom right hand corner was still a bit of blank space. So I just grabbed out a little sticker. It was just a little vine type sticker, put it right down the bottom, and then it's filled. So I'm just going through now, just little bits of spaces. So the speech bubble didn't have writing on the very last bottom bit, so I grabbed out some little gold triangle stickers and just filled that up. So some spaces I'll just put one little thing, in other places I'll layer it up and add lots of little pieces in there. It's just a personal preference on what you like. I know some people put a lot of embellishments on every single pocket that they have, and that's fine. If that works for you, then go right ahead. Some pockets I won't have any embellishment. They'll just be the photo and that's it, or a filler card. But if I think something needs a little bit of something, then I'll add it. So this double page turned out quite busy because I had so many photos, and I'm happy with that because I want all those photos there, so I'm fine. Other months I'll do it and it's kind of a bit plain, and I'm fine with that too. It just how I'm feeling at the time. So now I'm just popping these all into the page protectors. So normally the left hand page is just the back of the previous month's right hand page. However, my February isn't completed yet. So I need to get cracking and complete that. I got kind of bits everywhere, but I wanted to get March's done in a video. So that's why March got done before February got finished. But that's okay. So here I am just popping them all in, and then you can see the final product. So thanks for watching, guys.